Myanmar's military has admitted that its soldiers murdered 10 captured Rohingya who it claims were terrorists during insurgent attacks at the beginning of September, after local Buddhist villagers had forced the men into a grave they had dug. But according to locals and evidence from the ground, they were innocent people who have been identified as vulnerable civilians. Villagers and members of the security forces have confessed that they committed murder, the military said in a statement. It was a rare admission of wrongdoing by the Myanmar military during its operations in the western state of Arakan. The army launched a sweeping counteroffensive in the north of the state in response to Rohingya militant attacks on 25 August, triggering an exodus of more than 650,000 Rohingya Muslim villagers. The United Nations has condemned the army's campaign as ethnic cleansing. Myanmar denies that, saying its forces were carrying out legitimate counter-insurgency operations. The military announced on 18 December that a mass grave containing 10 bodies had been found at the coastal village of Inding in Mong Do Township. The army appointed a senior officer to investigate. The military said its investigation had found that members of the security forces had killed the 10 and that action would be taken against them. Burmese authorities jointly blockaded and started a chasing operation in arresting Rohingyas to enforce the National Verification Card (NVC) in villages of Mongdo on 10 January 2018, complains villagers. Since early morning from 9 a.m., a joint flock of Border Guard Police (BGP) and immigration officers set 3 to 4 blockades on the main roads of Mongdo Township, starting from the bridge in Shueza village. In every block, they interrupted every single Rohingya, including the elderly and children passing by, and forced them to accept the NVC by using threats of detention. Later, they moved towards the villages like Terau Shueza, including other nearby villages, and started chasing comments from elderly to children. After their chasing to arrest, they were forced to accept the illegal NVC. Then they used their vehicles to carry the Rohingya arrested and abused them severely. Since morning, they started this illegal activity and shamelessly chasing even the children and elderly to accept the NVC. And if anyone rejected, they are detained on baseless allegations, says a villager in extreme terrified condition. Similar operation was also conducted in Akyap last week, where locals were threatened to accept the NVC. Burmese authorities have been doing these illegal activities since decades, where children or elderly are also not spared from these abusive tortures in the hands of the so-called democratic government of Aung San Suu Kyi. Authorities looting on Rohingya properties and selling it illegally accelerated as village administrators, along with sycophants' assistance, adds up to the same inhumane activities in the villages of Butidong Township on 14 January 2018, reports a victim. Village administrator of Rongfara and sycophants from Mingisi village tract have accelerated looting Rohingyas' houses and properties in their area and are selling it illegally to Rakans and Hindus. At 6:11 p.m., village admin and 2 sycophants started looting houses of 7 Rohingyas in their area, where Rohingyas were forced to flee towards Bangladesh in the recent military operation in the region. The owners of the houses were identified. Looting Rohingyas' properties and selling them illegally became a common crime scene on the soil of Arakan, where Rohingyas are not only forced out of their ancestral land, but are also scapegoated from all angles just for the crime of residing in their own ancestral land. Burmese authorities, along with Rakhine collaboration, captured Rohingyas' cattle in a village of Mongdo Township for extorting money, reports a victim. 5 cows from the village of Shueza were captured by the authorities on 13 January 2018, and 4 of them are still in their custody in starving condition. Now they are demanding amass money from the owners to return the cattle. Following that, one of the owners freed his cow by paying then 60,000 kyats. To return the other 4, they are demanding 100,000 kyats a cow from the owners. The owners of the 4 cows are identified. Capturing and arbitrarily arresting Rohingya are common crime scene in Arakan, but now even animals are not spared from their shameless money extortion.